This one is not for the faint of heart. We'll be giving out our favorite underdogs plus 200 or better. We'll tell you if you wrap them all together in a parlay, what the payout will be. Obviously, these bets are coming in at long odds for a reason. They're not supposed to win, but hell, maybe we'll get lucky and be able to take a vacation or something to Marbella. I'll start. I talked about this in our Action Network Premier League preview show. I really like Crystal Palace this weekend, plus 450 on Monday afternoon. That's Monday Night Football over there in England. So this should be the last leg of the parlay. The market is just underrating what Crystal Palace is doing this year. Their results maybe haven't caught up to their underlying metrics. Their results haven't really caught up to their process. Patrick Vieira has his team playing very good football, whereas Arsenal, I think, are now being a little bit overrated. They started the season on a 3-game losing streak. They were underrated. Everyone thought Mikel Arteta would be out of a job. Then all of a sudden they win a bunch of games. Now everyone's saying, oh, the Arteta revolution is finally in full effect. The roller coaster continues at the Emirates. I don't understand how this line has gotten this out of hand. So I like plus 450 on Crystal Palace. Honestly, would bet it at 4-1 or better. BJ, what about you?
Well, the parlay is going to come down to Monday because I'm also going on Monday night. I'm going to go into Serie A, Venezia at home against Fiorentina plus 280. If you look at this game on paper, you'll see 5th place on the road against 17th place. You're probably like, okay, 5th place is slightly favored. That's fair. Let's move on. Wrong. Fiorentina is wildly overrated. They actually have a worse expected goal differential than Venezia. Venezia is at negative 2.7. Fiorentina is at negative 3.8. Venezia struggled in their first 2 matches of the season. They faced Napoli, and I can't remember what their second one was, but they've steadily improved their last 2. They've drawn with Torino and Cagliari and outcreated them a combined 2.26 expected goals to 1.5. And Fiorentina is dangerously close to reaching fall around the country status. And if they win this match and lose unexpected goals, they will reach that status because so far this season, they are dead last in non-penalty expected goals with 5.8. And they've only created 4.33 expected goals from open play. Half of their goals have come off of penalties or corners. So I'm going with Venezia plus 280 on Monday at 2:30 Eastern. And I really hope I don't get my heart broken.
You definitely will. Anthony, what about you? What's your favorite underdog this week?
Venezia starting center midfielder Gianluca Busio, an American. So something to get behind there. If you're looking for some neutral action as well.
They're owned by an American too, that team. They're one of 35 teams in Italy owned by Americans right now.
Yeah. So my pick of the day is Genoa, Sunday morning. So not going to have to wait till Monday for this one. Sunday at 9 a.m. You can have one screen on Bayern against Leverkusen. You can have another screen on Sassuolo against Genoa. My projections make this game for Genoa about plus 200. So anything plus 220 or better is good. Right now, you can find a plus 240 out there. Genoa is, by goals against, the worst defense in Serie A, which is really, always fun to get behind, especially if you're trying to protect a lead, because they probably won't. But they're pretty unlucky, too. I mean, they've only conceded 9.9 expected goals in 7 matches, which is not the worst in the league by any stretch. They've been quite unlucky to concede 16 goals. I looked into it. Their goalkeepers underperforming a little bit based relative to what you'd expect for what the shots have been. But really, it's been opponent shooting. Teams are shooting really well against Genoa for some reason. They've just been on the short end of the stick on some finishing variance. And so that variance tends to even out over the long run. Genoa not nearly as bad as the number suggests. Sassuolo was pretty solidly the 8th best team in the league coming into the season for me, maybe 9th. And they're dropped considerably. They have not played well at all. They have the 5th worst expected goal difference. They played a pretty tough schedule. They played Inter. They played Roma. They've played a relatively tough schedule, but not absurdly tough where you'd expect them to be sitting in 15th place in 7 games into the season now, where it's not really a sample you can excuse for just a slow start. Sassuolo just not nearly as good as past years as they've been, and so I'm going to back Genoa to pull off the upset here at home, plus 240.
There you go. The old Crystal Palace, Venezia, Genoa parlay. That'll pay out 71-1. So, if they all win, be sure to come back for next week and maybe leave us a comment, subscribe, because we need that kind of stuff here.